Well, hello everybody. Scott Roberts here with Jerry Hubble, and behind the blue S is Tyler Bowman from customer service. Um, and today we are happy to join you after having our technical glitch as of yesterday, which prevented us from having Global Star Party 10, but Friday, we have the European edition, which is going to start early. It starts about 4 o'clock Central Time here on Friday for the European edition Global Star Party. So we're excited to bring you that with David Levy and Gary Palmer. So we got a few things to cover today, and so Tyler has kind of taken over minding the OpenGOTO community. And Tyler, what's been going on out there? What do you see on the OpenGOTO community and customer support? What's going on out there?
Customer support's good. We're taking care of our customers. A lot of cleaning collimations that we got to get done. Mm-hmm. Answering the phone calls, answering emails. Doing what we normally do, chats, Facebooks, Instagrams,
right?
All the wonderful social media that we like.
It's a challenge, though, to do all these.
It is. It's a
platforms, right?
It is. But as far as the group's I/O, it's been pretty quiet. Mm-hmm. It's kind of concerning because I'm waiting for the big tidal wave of.
You think it's the call before the storm or something?
Yeah, it could be. But no, there's been a lot of simple questions that I love helping out customers figuring out for them. But it's been pretty calm so far for a Wednesday.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Well, we one of the things that we allow any customer to do is if they want their scope get regular maintenance, do cleaning and collimations and stuff like that. We do that stuff at no charge. All you need to do is, you need to pay to get it to us and pay to get it back. But aside from that, we do all the work. Don't charge, any maintenance fees or anything like that. So just something that you should, always keep in your hip pocket, knowing that we can do those things for you if you would like. Or if you want to learn how to do it yourself, the customer service technicians, will tell you how to do it and walk you through those processes. So we're always here for you. So today, with our remote telescope project, we've got of course, our ED102 mounted on top of the G11 with the PMC8. Yesterday, I added this battery that you see underneath the monitor. Let me see if I can just bring that up closer. So you can see the battery that it's a big Li-ion battery. It puts out 20 volts and will run for a long time. Jerry has control of the computer, which is a NUT computer, and yesterday also we installed an electric focuser, which is an Optec electric focuser that fits right on to our focuser. So and really looks like a single piece of equipment, which is cool. But today we're going to integrate Nina, and Nina is a open source program that does integration of the scope and the camera and auto guiding too. Is that right?
Yeah. So I'm just learning about it myself. I've never installed it on a machine or anything. So I'm curious to see how the install goes. This is the main web page for it that we're going to use, but it takes care of all your equipment. You can connect all your equipment up to it. It's kind of like Maxim DL that I show on the MSRO. It's kind of the same thing. There are some differences, of course, but in terms of equipment compatibility and features, it looks like it does a lot of good stuff that we're going to get into and understand how it works a little bit. Today, what I plan on doing is just going through the basic install for the first time. I'll be learning it just like our new customers. If customers buy our equipment and want to use Nina, I know we have a lot of customers on the OpenGOTO community forum that use Nina. Wes McDonald, I think, uses Nina. He suggested that to me a while ago when he got into it. So the other nice thing about Nina is that it right here where it says it's open source, which is nice. So the source code is available on Bitbucket in the repository, so that's cool. It says it's got a fully customizable user interface, which you can select colors and probably formats and things like that.
That's cool.
We won't get into that today. We're just going to do a basic install and see if we can connect our equipment to it. That's what I plan on doing today through the drivers, through the ASCOM driver. So who do we got out there watching us right now?
Well, it's a good question. We have looks like we've got Mike Wiesner, Nicholas Rochia says hello guys, how you doing? Wade Prunty, Brett Blake, Caesar Brolo, Dusty Haskins is watching us, James the astrophotographer, Aaron B. Thompson says good afternoon. Chuck Lewis says good afternoon. Brett Blake, let's see, who else? Tyler, of course, is chatting here. I'm chatting on here. And Nicholas likes Nina. He says, go Nina. Caesar says something pretty interesting. He said, today, our historical observatories in our country, the Bosca Alegre Observatory, was in danger by the fire that rounded the place. Actually, the fire was in control. Wow. So there's been a lot of fires, threatening observatories. I mean, Lick Observatory up by San Jose, that was in danger, and then it was Mount Wilson observatories, and it somehow survived, and now this. So, but what's really spooky and weird is that there's fires. It seems like there's just big fires all over the world, So, so it's something where we're probably, definitely seeing a much drier climate happen, So because we got so much scrub and stuff like that needs to be managed.
Right. And dry, clear skies is nice for astronomy, but we still need rain to help manage that.
Right. Caesar said maybe the internet glitch was caused by the focuser. We don't know. It wasn't. No.
No, that was
I'm actually going to have to take the blame for this because, the setup that I have had changed. I don't know why it changed exactly, but it did. And I could not think about how to bring back all the settings as quickly as I needed to. So I eventually got there. It took me about an hour and a half to figure it out. So but got it all going. Wolfgang says, I've installed Nina and other stuff, but I seldom use it because PC has to stay at home mostly. Yeah, that's the reason why we have the NUC, so we can take it outside. Caesar said, terrible. The fire was really close. Yeah, I thought the same. And Nicholas said the fire burned some electrical insulation. That's too bad. Well, Brett Blake has a positive attitude. He says the best skies come right after a storm, and probably right after a fire too. So, not that we want to start any more of them. So.
No, but the rain will wash all this smoke out of the sky, and then we'll have clear skies after that.
That's right. That's right.
That's what we've seen here in Virginia the last few days. We've been very fortunate to have some nice clear skies over the last few days.
Mm-hmm.
After we saw some smoky skies last week.
From California, or?
I think so. I think it was the picture I showed that Myron took showed the sky from our all sky camera.
Yeah. Richard Gracie says he's been imaging till 5:30 in the morning for the last 4 days. Oh my God. I'll wear you out. Hopefully you're getting rest during the day. I think you're muted there, Jerry.
Yeah, I wanted to also tell, I don't know if Jeff Weiss is on, Wade Prunty and Jeff Weiss, your books are on their way.
Yeah.
Jeff ordered both the books, and Wade I finally got Springer to ship me the books after we got the orders process correct. So the books are on their way, just to let you know.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, I don't know if Jeff is on today. Not sure about that.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it when you went through the list.
Yeah, but anyhow. So, okay, so you have the application downloaded? Wade says,
no,
Jerry
I've
Springer
just been
books?
talking with you.
Is it Jerry Springer books or just Springer?
Yeah, Jerry Springer. Yeah, Jerry Springer. That's cool.
Larry is mentioning he created a post in the user group to submit an image for the magazine and tried to reply to submit a couple more, but the replies never showed up. Do I just need to create a new message for every submission or what? I think you do. Is that the way it works? Is that the way you...
Yeah, I think, well, you can do multiple attachments on each message that you send to the forum.
Yeah, but you can't reply and attach a message.
But it's better to separate them.
Yeah.
And give a description on each one, so we can keep track of the submissions a little easier for us. If you don't mind doing that, doing a separate message for each file.
Yeah, it'll be easier for the editors to get in there and figure out what's what, so.
Right. So I'm going to start the download.
Okay.
So I think it's, as always, Zoom limits what I can do. So after I start this, I'll click on the zip file and start the installation, and you'll have to do some things, Scott.
Okay. This battery I got is working pretty good. I mean, it ran all night, and it's still running now, and we're at 72%.
72%? Okay. I'm curious you might want to get Alex to put a voltmeter on the thing, a dBm, to see what the voltage is.
We did. It's 19.7 volts coming across.
Oh, well, crap. But the 12 volts, so this thing probably will run longer than I expected, because the typical lithium battery with a 12-volt battery run, can go down about 40% before the voltage drops below what the PMC8 needs.
Yeah.
But with this thing running at 19 volts, the 12-volt output will last for a very long time. I imagine you might get 60 hours out of the
I'm
thing.
not putting up 12, I'm putting up 20.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It'll go down. It could go down to 15 and it would still be fine for the 12-volt output.
Yeah.
Did it pop something up there for you to do?
I think so. Let's look at it. It is just now. Let's see.
Hit the more info.
Has Windows protected your PC?
Yeah, hit more info and then say yes.
It says
I don't.
don't run. I'm gonna let. Here we go. Now let's. I say
Yeah, hit the more info. Hit the more info.
that doesn't say more info. It says don't run.
No, no. I told you what to do. Do it again.
Sorry.
You have to hit more info on this text. Let me start it again. I'll show you.
Right.
Did it did it pop up?
Not yet. Oh, I see. I was missing.
See right here.
Yeah, I see it. Nina's
Run in,
bundle exe unknown publisher. Run
right.
in.
Run anyway.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. Let me see if I can do anything. I guess I agree to the license, of course. But let me do that. Let's see if it hits install.
Yeah.
Oh, and let me hit install.
You want this app to unknown device? Yes, we do.
Yeah, we'll allow any virus onto our machine. It's just a NUC. It's the Nina virus.
That's the Nina virus. So it's starting to install.
Yep, I could see it. Do you want to put this full screen?
Sure. Here we go.
That logo looks similar to some other company's logo
Yeah.
that
What's
with.
with that?
How about that?
Oh, I don't know if I like that, huh?
The wrong color.
Mm-hmm. And they're going the wrong way.
Yeah,
They're opposing each other.
it's a mirror universe.
Yes.
All right, so let's see what we got here. We got all these different. Let's see. I can move this window around. See what that looks like. I'm gonna. I don't know if I should make it full screen or not. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, there's a camera,
Okay.
filter wheel.
Yeah,
I can't quite read that. The text is so small on it.
it is small.
Telescope, guider. All right, so let's start. Let's start with the first thing, the telescope. All right, so I'm going to
Yeah, that
select.
thing with the arrow and the curlicue is rotator.
That's a field rotator. Yeah.
Rotator, and then so yeah, you have camera, filter wheel, focuser, rotator, telescope, guider, switch, flat panel, and weather.
What does this say up top on this on the left-hand
That says
column? Is that equipment?
equipment, and then Sky Atlas.
All right, so I'm going to click on equipment. I
Right.
tried to. Not doing anything. I guess that's the equipment tab that we're on.
Looks like it.
And there's Sky Map tab. Okay, I see. And then what does that say?
Framing.
Framing, and then
Flat wizard.
okay. So we're gonna start with equipment. Let's start with telescope. No telescope. Okay, so now it looks like there's a connect button, a scan for devices, and it looks like a
Yeah.
setup thing, but that's not highlighted, so it doesn't look like I could select it. So let me go to telescope. So look at there. Look what shows up.
Uh-huh.
C8 and also Path Hub. That's good. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go out of full screen and I'm going to start up the path and we're going to connect to the telescope. That way it's available to Nina when we go to connect to it.
Okay.
So is the PMC8 on?
Yeah, it's been on for 3 or 4 days now.
Okay. So there it is. You can see the path hub. We've got it connected to the path. So now I can go to telescope and select path hub.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like we can look at the settings. Rescan, we can connect. So let's connect. Oh, there we go.
This is pretty easy so far.
Oh, yeah. So telescope's latitude and longitude differs from Nina's because we haven't set Nina's, right?
Yeah.
The values be synced. Now, telescope is showing us your location, which
Oh, I
is right.
see.
So
And Nina.
we want to go telescope to Nina.
Okay.
If we go Nina to telescope, it would screw up the ASCOM settings.
Okay.
We want to go telescope to Nina. I'm going to hit that. And it goes out and grabs it from the ASCOM driver through the path. Let's see if it does that. Connected to a scope driver with the following. I guess I'm going to have to go back up here and look and see what
You can't see the longitude and latitude.
right. Oh, so it looks like, let me go to the setting. Already connected, yes, of course. So where it got that data from was from here, the site data.
I see.
So it didn't change this, so I assume it got the right site data. We can make that assumption right now. But I don't, let's go, I wonder where it would give us the site data. What does this say?
Well,
I can't quite read it.
we can make a recommendation to them to increase that. It says flat panel.
I'm sure, oh, okay. I'm sure there's settings in here for the display that, let's go to options. It's got all these settings for the display system. What kind of stuff has it got for equipment?
Right.
Camera, filter wheel, focuser, telescope name, focal length. Okay, you can set all that stuff. Guider settings. Okay, let's go to general. Does it have display? Current UI color scheme. Does it have font size?
It's got language, skyless log level, device polling interval.
Oh, it looked like it got the
There,
latitude and longitude.
there.
See there?
Yep.
Where's the did you find the font?
No, I don't see font.
Okay, well.
I mean,
We'll just,
colors and
right.
skipping over it somehow.
We'll just have to live with that. All right, let's go back to equipment. So it looks like it got so if you look in the settings down here at the bottom, astrometry, looks like it grabbed the latitude and longitude like it should have.
Yeah.
Which is good. What does this say? Import location.
Using NM.
Oh, so you could have like we have at the MSRO, we have a GPS receiver. You could get the location from a GPS receiver.
Right.
Or from someplace else.
Mm-hmm.
On a planetarium, on another program. It looks like that's cool. All right, so let's go. So we're connected to the scope. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to just try something. Let's unpark the scope.
Okay.
And I'm going to set the rate. We're going to move it manually. I don't know what these numbers mean. I don't know if this is degrees per, what is this? 2.5 or 0. I'm going to move it in deck.
Okay.
All right. It may move as I push the button. Let's see what that does.
There it goes.
Did it stop?
Yeah.
So let me push it again north.
Still going.
Did it stop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's just like a regular paddle where you hold it and it moves and then you let go of it and it stops. Let me go. It's not showing us the coordinates, but we can see the coordinates here on the path. So I moved it 80 to 80 degrees, basically declination. Let me go north again. And if you look at the path, you can see it moving. Okay, so I moved it another 10 degrees. So now let me move it east and see what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Is it moving on the RA?
Yep.
All right. It looks like it starts and stops pretty good. It's not tracking. I didn't turn tracking on. I didn't see any way to turn tracking on here with the telescope. Let's go to, okay. Well, that seems to be working. Let me park it and let's see if that works.
Yeah.
That seems to work. Cool. All right. We got one thing.
All right.
So let's go to the camera now. We've actually got two cameras.
Yeah, you got two cameras. Let me take the lens cap off of the camera. Off the scope here. I think that other one is off. It is.
Can everybody see what's going on with this thing?
Yeah, you should be able to see.
Okay.
They're seeing the scope on half the screen, and
All right.
you're
So it looks like
screen sharing on the other side.
yeah. So when I select the pull down for the cameras, it looks like it found the native driver, which is what this is, where it says QHYCCD. It's got the native drivers,
Okay.
and it's got the ASCOM drivers.
Nice.
All right. So the way the ASCOM driver works for the cameras is you've got camera capture, which is camera one, whatever you assign to camera one, and then you got uh, camera two capture.
Okay.
You see that? That's the second camera.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to use the ASCOM driver. Well, let's go ahead and just use the native driver. Okay, we'll set up the
All
main
right.
camera. All right. So now let's connect to it. And there she be. And as you can see, this camera is a cooled camera, so you've got controls for the cool power right up here.
Yeah.
And I think that is this button how you turn it on. Yeah, that's how you turn the cooler on, is with that snowflake button.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed so far with Nina.
Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I mean, it's fairly intuitive. Of course, we're familiar with these types of operations.
Yeah.
So it helps a lot if you have messed with other programs that are similar to this. You can pick out what's going on with this stuff. Um, so this says cooler X. I guess cooler power is 0, chip temperature. So that chip is pretty warm inside your office there. So let's turn the cooler on.
Okay.
I guess that is that what this is for right here? This little X
Yeah, it
box.
says cooler. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna click on it. I don't think it turned it on. I don't know what that means, that little X.
Hmm.
So let's I think you have to turn it on with the snowflake. So I just turned it on
Okay.
and there it goes. and it's got a check
Check
mark.
mark.
Okay, that's just an indicator.
Yeah.
It was either an X or a check mark to tell you that the cooler was on or off.
Mm-hmm.
So right now its set point is minus 10 degrees Celsius, and it says now you don't have the camera plugged in with the 12-volt power supply, do you?
I do not.
Yeah, that's why it's not doing anything, because the cooler. So the USB cable powers the camera chip up and the electronics, but
Yeah,
the thermoelectric cooler is powered by the 12-volt power supply.
I see.
So even though you turn the cooler on, it's not going to do anything.
I see. But we can turn the cooler on. Yeah.
Well, if you want to plug
No,
the
no.
power adapter into the camera, we can test it to see that the cooler works.
Let's see. Do I have the right?
I mean, we don't have to do that right now if you don't have it.
It's 12 volt. Is that what's running?
The 12 volt, yeah.
See if this will work.
Is that a battery?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how many mega amps it pulls.
Mega amps. I'm plugged in.
You got it plugged in?
Let's see if that's working.
It's turned on? Okay, let me turn the cooler on. We'll see. The fan should come on. When I turn the cooler on with that 12-volt power supply on, you should hear the fan come on for the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it turned on and plugged in? Is it ready?
Not getting enough power from this battery, I think.
Well, I didn't turn it on yet, so
Okay.
let me turn it on. Oh, there it goes. It looks like it's changing temperature.
Really? Yeah.
Well, it initially went to 29.5. I don't know if it's working. It's not really going down in temperature. Is the light on the battery?
Yeah.
I think it's not enough power. It's not really doing anything. Let me turn it back off.
I'll have to figure out the proper power supply for that.
Yeah, so what so we need to figure out if you want to run that off the battery also,
Yeah.
then you need an adapter to go from the 12-volt output
Hmm.
of the battery into the camera.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cable. It looks like it.
Did it drop some power?
Well, I'm looking at this chart, the cooler power chart. The chip temperature didn't change, but it looks like it's trying to ramp the power up to 100% for some reason. And I just turned the power off.
I just hooked up another adapter
Oh, did you?
to it, so
Let me turn the power on and see what it's doing here then. It's not changing the temperature,
yeah.
so I don't think it's working. I think it's ramped up the power output, assuming that the power is there. That's what the control system has done.
Okay.
See on that chart where it says where it ramped up here?
Mm-hmm.
That's where it ramped up the output, but the output is not doing anything because there's not enough power in the battery.
Yeah.
So I just turned that off.
Yep.
So I'm gonna. I wonder why. Let me warm it up. It looks like you can't just turn the cooler power off. You have to warm it up to get it to go back down, and that's what it's done here. Looks like. Although it's ramping up again for some reason.
Is that?
Yeah, that's interesting. Probably that not having any voltage. Okay, there it just went to 0. Okay, so it finally finished doing its thing apparently. All right, but we connected to the camera. Now we want to see if this one can take a picture, right?
Yes.
So let's see here. We got the information for the camera. We're connected. We probably need to go to, what is this? Imaging? Image source.
NASA Sky Survey.
The camera should be on here. Or is this something else? This is for something else.
Yeah, these
This is
are,
this is not the camera.
no,
Framing, maybe?
isn't that what you're on? Is framing?
I thought I was on, oh, that's the filter wheel.
That's
I'm on framing, that's right. I'm on framing. Okay. Well, where's the
uh,
display for the camera? Filter wheel camera. I'm connect.
you are.
Let's connect. I wonder how you see pictures. Hmm. Imaging down here.
Let's try that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, how can we get the pictures going here?
Toggle crosshairs. Fit image to area.
Gain, cooler power, connected, tracking. So it's got tells you what we're at with the mount.
How about our exposure?
There's probably
Exposure time is off to the very right. It says 1. Is that 1 second?
camera. Where's it at? Over here.
All the way to the right.
Exposure time. Okay, there we go. Filter. There's no filter. So that's 1 second. Then is one gain loop. Oh, let's do a loop.
Okay.
Now,
What's the little camera down below there? There's like a movie camera and a snapshot.
oh, down here.
Yeah. So there's live view and starts exposure.
Starts exposure. Okay. So what is this? That's a loop. So the loop is off. Let's turn the loop on and we'll start an exposure. Let's do it in 1 second, so that might be just way overexposed. Oh, there's the picture right there. Okay, so let's stop it. I'm going to turn the loop off, and then we're going to set the exposure to 0.01, 10 millisecond exposure. Let's see what that does. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm going to start it looping. All right, so let me turn that on, and I'm going to start it. And you can wave your hand in front of it, see if it changes.
Yeah, changes a little bit.
Does it? I may have to do it longer. Let me do a longer exposure to really see it. I'm going to do 50 milliseconds. Start it again. Now, is it looping?
I can't tell.
Wave your hand in front of it again.
I am.
All right, I need to zoom out on the thing is what I need to do. Okay, so we can see the whole stinking picture. Okay, there we go. Move your hand.
Yeah.
You see it changing? It looks like the histogram is changing.
A little bit.
I need to let me stop it, and then I'll make the exposure a little bit longer. All right, just 100 milliseconds. Let's start it again.
Okay. Try that line view that's above the exposure. No, it's over right above your exposure button.
Right up here.
Yeah, that.
Oh, you think that's a live view?
That's what it said.
Oh, okay. Live view. Let's turn that on. Okay, looks like we're getting something now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so I'd say you're grabbing something.
Yeah, so it's working.
So this,
All right, so that's the camera.
yeah.
I assume we can get another camera on here.
Tim Meyer says live view is problematic.
Yeah. Yeah, what do these guys say about what we've done so far, these people that have more experience with it?
Hmm. Tim Meyer says he's guiding you. He said round circle on the left, second from bottom. Now move to the upper right. Select loop and the button that looks like a shutter. To the right and up. Use snapshot. Uh, this is one of these times when you wish you were the one driving. Is there no person to do this? Well, you got two people here who have never used Nina before. So
This is a new user experience.
yeah, it's a new user experience. Exactly.
Huh. I got some neat stuff here.
Hey, maybe tomorrow what we could do is once you check out the focuser, we'll invite one of the people here that really know how to use Nina
Yeah.
and kind of yeah, maybe Jennifer or Tim, either one of you guys, if you're using
So let's
Nina.
go back. Let's go back to equipment. We'll hook up the focuser.
Okay.
I can't quite see it.
Caesar says I've never used it. I heard about it, but Nicholas says Caesar, it's mine. I have already set the second video of the series. Oh.
Is the focuser plugged in?
Yes.
Oh, it looks like it. Let's see. So I just connected to it. Looks like it's there.
So let's see you move it.
Let's see if I can move it. So right now it's in the 0 position. It's all the way in. Is that correct?
Yes.
From where we left it last night or yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move it out 20 millimeters, which is 20,000 counts. All right. So I'm going to move it out 20 millimeters.
Oh yeah, it's working.
So that's real easy. That's cool.
Yep.
I think we got everything connected up that we've set up so far. Is that right?
I think so. I think so. So now we have telescope and camera and electric focuser control.
We didn't set up the guiding yet because we have to be outside really to do a good job with that, I think.
Yeah. And you need.
But let me see. Let me check on guide. Maybe it'll let us connect to the guide camera as a different camera.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like it uses PhD too. Look at that. It's got
Oh,
that
that's nice.
as a choice.
Oh, so we've already loaded that, correct? So we so just
did we load that?
did we?
I don't think so.
If not, then we need to put it in.
Yeah. That takes about a minute.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, okay. Let me go back to
And Brett says Nina will start up PhD2 for you automatically.
That's what it looks like when you connect to it.
Yeah.
Did we set that up? Let me just make sure.
I think we did. Seems like we did.
Yeah, let me make sure. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, we did.
I see it.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if Nina will start it up. I'm going to connect to it. Oh, there she is. Oh, yeah, that's right. We did that. So now so PSD2 guiding is set up for the other camera. And it looks like it started it up.
Yeah.
So that's on the QHY5 camera. So if you put your hand in front of the, I think if you put your hand in front of it, you'll see that it's,
It'll start guiding in my fingers or something.
yeah, it'll block the light, and we'll see this picture change.
I do
Maybe.
not see it doing anything.
No. Okay. Well,
But they're
maybe.
also at 1 second.
Yeah, it looks like. It's overexposed, but I'm surprised. It should have gone black if you put or gotten darker. Maybe there it goes. Did you just move your hand in it?
I'm moving my hand.
Yeah, let me change it to something a little bit less, and then maybe it's more noticeable. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna start it again. All right. See, move your hand in front of it now.
I don't see it doing anything.
That should be. Seems like it should be doing something. Let me stop it. I'm gonna go look at the configuration. Make sure
QHY.
QHY camera.
Is it the right
I'm gonna
QHY
just.
camera?
I'm gonna see if we'll see if it's the correct one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. It's the 5. That's the one we want.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. So let me connect back up to it. And hit close. And then I'll start it looping again. Huh, I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
It's working now.
oh, it's working now. Okay, good. Yep, I see it. All right, cool. So that works. What else? So now we're about ready to go under the stars with this thing and get it all running, I think.
Yeah. So now I got to put in the Clear Sky app that clear skies no matter where I am.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at something here.
The Wade, it says, Scott, would you be willing to use something other than that mini PC? Well, at the moment, no, because I bought it.
Well, and that's right. And we're
Yeah, but would I
also
be
going to
willing
test
to?
it. We want
Sure.
to test it out to see what the performance is
Sure, I
like,
would be
right?
willing to.
Does he have something else he wants you to try?
Yeah, I don't know if Wade's going to send me something. I don't know. Wade, do you want to send me a PC or something? Or Tim Myers. Also, a good idea is set up the manual rotator.
Yeah, that's the bio rotator is what it is.
Mm-hmm. How are you going to power all of the equipment with batteries? I've got
Yeah, with that big battery
a
that you
huge
got.
battery here. I have a battery that has 50,000 milliamps and 20-volt output. So, and I have other lithium-ion batteries too.
Oh, look, there's somebody in Springdale or close to in Fayetteville. Let's look at that clear. Let's see what your skies are like.
Okay.
Why is not letting me select that?
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Just takes a while. Okay, there's your. It looks like tonight's going to be pretty good. And oh, look going forward for the next 3 days.
It's mostly cloudy.
Yeah, it is right now, but look here later on.
Yeah.
Look over the next few days to starting tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. So maybe we set it up tomorrow night and test it out.
Yeah, I think you could do that.
Yeah, I just want to check. I want to make sure that the QHY, the 163 cameras, are performing like it should.
Right.
And then,
Yeah, you need to come up with a cable for the power, either the AC adapter to plug in the thermoelectric cooler on the QHY 163,
yeah,
or you have to come up with a cable that provides 12 volts from the battery into the camera.
I think I have that. Um, there's this cable that came with the camera. And then I have tip adapters if I need them. And those lithium batteries here, these guys can put out 12 volts or 5 volts, so it's got a USB
Right.
output, but it's also got this connector, which, yeah, I think I'm going to need an adapter. Nope, that fit.
Right.
That fit. That's exactly right.
Yeah, you have to see if it outputs 12 volts from
Yeah,
that thing right there, right?
yeah. So I'll have Alex make sure that I'm getting the right voltage out, and then we can go from there. And if I need to run 110 out there, I can do that too.
Yeah, sometimes when you're first starting out, if you don't want to worry about the battery system initially, you can just run it on AC, get all your stuff working, and then integrate the battery system into it.
Dave says, make sure my polarity is correct. Dave,
Uh,
are you worried that there's no polarity protection on that camera? If there's not, that's shame on them.
yeah, exactly.
Shame on them.
Shame on them.
Richard
I'm
Gray
sure
says, I adapt all my 12 volt to Anderson power poles, and there are various breakout options. Cool. I'm sure there's a ton of different power options.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. People come up with their own power boxes, and there's all kinds of things out there that we have to,
yeah,
and we'll work on that for sure. If Yeah, we could start a topic out there on the forum about power supply
yeah,
boxes
yeah,
and see and I would, maybe that would be a good topic for the PMC8 application subgroup.
oh yeah. Well, a lot
Uh,
of guys have different suggestions. There's guys talking about the power poles, and Wade is saying use an Astro power source. I don't know if that's a brand or not sure about that.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm in the market for a new power supply for the field. The one I've been using is the last couple of years has just recently stopped holding a full charge. Hmm. Power poles. Astrobeard says power poles work with with everything, just not just Astro. They work with everything. And then Wade says the Pegasus power box. Uh, Eduardo Simone, I made a cart with drawers and a hidden box for my batteries. Two SLA 20 amp batteries. Oh, lithium batteries. Yeah. Um, Run four 12 volt ports and a 5 volt port. And Jennifer says she just sticks with good old AC power.
That's what we do in the observatory too. It's
Yeah,
easy and
right.
it works.
I want batteries though, so because I see myself going to remote places with it, possibly. I'd like for it to
Yeah,
be
we'll
kind of
definitely create a
self-contained.
right. We need to create an interface panel. I talk about it in my book in terms of the power supply. It's good to create, if you're going to have a permanent situation where you have your batteries to create a power distribution panel,
Yeah,
especially if you're going to run off of one massive battery, which is kind of what you've got. You got that one battery.
yeah, but I
So we
just
have to build a,
I intend just to use that battery to run the NUC, just the
oh, really?
computer. Yeah, so that'll
Oh,
be its
okay.
only job really. And then
Okay.
I'm going to run other power supplies.
So the other kind of battery you can get is a marine battery, which is what I ran for years.
Sure.
A deep cycle marine battery, 12
Yep.
volts, and that's good for. I think mine was like a 100 and some amp hour battery that I
Yeah.
had, 150 amp hours or something like that.
Yep. Back in my astrophotography film days, I would bring two deep cycle marine batteries with me just to run mine and whoever else needed power, So Wade says if you use an Astro specific power box like the Pegasus power box, you can have full control of each device and reboot it whenever you want. And you can use it with batteries. Yeah. Well, lots of possibilities here. So
Yep, I think we accomplished our goal today to connect up our equipment
yeah,
to Nina, and Nina looks to be a pretty nice program. I'm gonna have to play with it myself
yeah, yeah.
on the observatory and see how it works.
It'll be interesting. I know that you use Maxim DL, which is a really robust, mature
Right,
program. So, but
right.
it's $500 as well. So,
That's right. Yeah. So, but this looks pretty interesting.
yeah,
I wish the text was bigger.
yeah, right.
There's
Okay.
got to there's got to be a way to change that.
I think you can put the computer in old man mode and make
That's right, old man mode,
old
right?
man
Right.
mode.
Well, my problem right now is I don't have the Zoom meeting at full screen, so that's why I'm having a hard
Oh,
time
that would
reading
make
it.
it tough. That's true. But even so, I mean, it does. I got a big monitor. I guess I could bring up the Zoom meeting full screen too, and it would be a lot better.
Right.
But I guess the last thing we're going to talk about is Global Star Party number 11. And that will be with Gary Palmer and David Levy. It starts at broadcast time will be starting. There'll be the pre-broadcast time, which actually will be live on the air, but for about starting at about 3:30 Central, and then at 4 o'clock we start going live, and so I'm excited about that. Hopefully, Gary's got some clear skies. I know that he's contacting other people that are going to join in, and so, and being that I have all my broadcasting stuff working correctly, we should all be good. So we'll do a test of, we're running on Skype right now. We're broadcasting with Skype, but tomorrow we'll broadcast with Zoom, just like we would for the Star Party itself. So, um, and if that all works without a hitch, then we're all good to go. So, anything else you want to add, Jerry?
No, I think we did everything we needed to do today. I just disconnected everything from Nina, um, and you can play with it when you get a chance.
Yeah. So let's see. Uh,
I didn't start up the planetarium, but that's independent of. Well, there's a planetarium program in Nina. It looks like so. We didn't look at that, but we'll look at that
we'll look at that
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
maybe.
Yeah. So Dusty Haskins says, so Tuesday will be like the Phantom Menace, the prequel to 11. It was a Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. What the order is? So we're going to do 11, then we're going to do 10 on
No, I'm
Tuesday,
not.
right?
I'm not going to go. No, no. The 10 was its own deal. It breathed its last gasp of air, and we'll just have to put it down. So we're at 11, and then the next will be 12, and then maybe I'll skip 13. I don't know. So
We'll get a.
I don't have good luck with 13. I don't.
That was what this one was, 13, right? We can
No.
renumber this one as 13, number 10.
That's right. Normally I have good luck with 10. Well, great. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow. And until that time, keep looking up.